When it comes to the hybrid Escape, I've got some surprising comparisons for you. Because I'll tell you what, a lot like selling a Ford GT, a hybrid Escape is fun to sell, but it's going to require you have a lot of knowledge. And the two buyers have an interesting similarity. They're well-educated and well-informed, but it's right there where the similarities stop, because their buying motives are completely polar opposites, and you better know your product, as in the Ford GT case. Understand this about this particular buyer. They're buying a hybrid, so don't even attempt to switch them. And they are extremely knowledgeable about these products. Now, there's a ton to know here. Case in point, they buy a hybrid for obvious reasons, leading with fuel economy. And to that end, these technologies pay off. Emissions are critical. They want a clean tailpipe emissions vehicle. Their goal, leave the planet a better place than when they came to it. And boy, they are serious about that mindset. And I want you to understand something. Like a Ford GT, you are selling Ford technologies. I want you to be clear about that, because we're very proud of the innovation and the advances in technology that Ford has made here. And this is about buying no compromises. There's a lot of hybrids out there, but interestingly enough, you have to have a lot of compromise depending on what you pick, unless you're looking at the Escape. And that's why it's so attractive to so many of these buyers. Take advantage of that, because you don't have to give up acceleration. We have it. You don't have to give up flexibility. We have it. You don't have to give up ride quality. We have it. You don't have to give up handling. We have it. And those are all key attributes that make us so competitive in this segment. Now, you want to be able to talk about being earth-friendly. And by the way, that's not a gratuitous term here. It matters to the company and it matters to the buyer. Case in point, and I don't know that I'd mention this right up front, let them drive around the interior for a while, because you know what, when you come back, it's going to be worth mentioning that, did you like these seats? Because the material that's on them was headed to a landfill. We repurposed it. And I think the execution is the kind of stuff that warms the hearts of this kind of buyer. That a great proportion of this vehicle is from either recyclable parts or parts that have been recycled. Again, that matters to this buyer, so know it and brag about it. And so that they understand it's a partnership. It's not about us just selling a vehicle. It's about working with Ford to improve the planet. And to that end, guess what? When Ford gets carbon offset credits, it uses it to buy and plant trees to, again, make it part of the partnership of enhancing the planet. So there's a lot of great stuff going on here that's more about, well, the partnership and the working relationship to improve Earth than it is about putting a buck in anybody's wallet. Now, new technologies, they're going to want a lot of reassurance that those new technologies have been durability tested and will be backed and supported by the company. And to that end, remind them of how many taxi companies around this country are using these vehicles 24/7. And of course, they're going to get Ford Motor Company warranty with it, but beyond that, they're going to get a hybrid warranty as well. This is the kind of stuff this buyer needs to hear. It's going to make them feel very good. Now, there are interesting similarities. You know this base chassis, this suspension system is shared with standard Escape. Differences? Well, guess what? Four-wheel disc brakes here, but no advanced track. So make certain you understand and are clear about the packages and options available. Case in point, you can get leather in this vehicle. And of course, a nav system with an energy flow meter. Again, these people are interested in what they're doing every day to improve their driving habits and improve the air we breathe. And that gauge will certainly help them do that. There's a premium package available, and an option I think is going to be very popular, a 110 outlet, so that literally you can tailgate party or go out and barbecue or do picnics and take all the kind of features along you'd love to drag with you. It's a whole package, and understand how that value is that. And by the way, you know what? If these weren't enough incentives, and trust me, for this buyer they generally are, a $2,600 federal tax credit, not a bad thing either. Yeah, know your product, but understand your buyer.